Hi guys, Camilla here and welcome to my YouTube channel and another card making video. Today I will be creating a Halloween card. I will be using Newton's Nook Newton's Perfect Pumpkin stamp set. And this is also my design team project for a Cupcake Inspirations challenge this week. And I will leave the link to the challenge in the description down below. So to start off, I'm stamping out my images using Memento Tuxedo Black ink on my smooth white cardstock. And because the image of a pumpkin was kind of pointing to the right and I wanted to have a little variation and have it point to the left, I took some bigger stamp and adhered it to my acrylic block with the smooth side up. I then stamped the pumpkin onto the smooth side of that additional stamp and then I stamped it on the white cardstock. That way you can get the mirror image. There's a cool video from Jennifer McGuire and she shows different kinds of ways that you can stamp mirror images of your stamps. And if I won't forget, I'll try to link it in the description down below as well. So now I'm going in with my pro markers, coloring all the pumpkins. So I skipped towards the biggest pumpkin, the one the cat's holding. And what I do is I start off with my darkest shade of orange in this case. I put it on all over the edges. Then I go in with my medium and I blend everything out with my brightest orange. And as you can see, now you can actually start the opposite way. You can start with your brightest. You don't necessarily have to just color the center. You can color the whole pumpkin the brightest orange and then go in with your shades. I probably would have gone back to the first pumpkin and added a little bit more darkest orange for more contrast. But I still kind of like how it turned out. And now for the cat, I'm going in with 3 different shades of gray, and all the markers that I'm using are gonna be listed on my blog post and possibly in the description down below the video. And for the hat, I decided to go purple and yellow. So I'm using 2 shades of yellow and 2 shades of purple to color in the hat. And now I'm gonna fussy cut all the pumpkins and the cat that I will need later on to create my scene. And here are my elements of fussy cut. I also added a pumpkin from Lone Phone stamp set Spooktacular. And now I'm starting on my background. I masked off a circle, that's gonna be the moon in the upper right corner. And now I'm going in with Salty Ocean, the brightest of the blues I'm gonna be using. And I'm gonna go in and create the nighttime sky. I then go in with Blueprint Sketch. And lastly, I finish it off with Chipped Sapphire, which is the darkest, nice, deep blue. And to blank my distress inks, I'm going from outside towards the inside. And I keep adding color to achieve the blend that I want. This time I'm working on a very smooth, thick watercolor cardstock, so you can see that the color might seem a little bit splotchy, not as smooth as it would be on a Nina Solar White, a smooth white cardstock. But you will see on the pictures at the end of the video that it actually gives a really lovely effect. You will not see the white peeking out from the cardstock. And after I was done with my background, I put it on the side to dry, and I took the Lone Phone grassy border die and die cut some grass, and I'm using Maude Lone to add some color onto my grass. I love this how this bright green pops against my darker background. And now I'm gonna also cut another grass, and I'm gonna use Lucky Clover Distress ink for a little bit of interest. I wanted that darker grass to be in the front, indicating that it's kind of away from the moon, so it's in the shade. I must say I don't have many dyes, but this grassy border came in handy so many times for different kinds of scenes and for different seasons as well, not only summer but fall, winter, any kind of season. So that's definitely a great dye to have. And now I'm gonna work on my background. I wanted to add some stars. I'm using some re-inker for Memento Wedding Dress pigment ink. And I'm gonna sprinkle it with my paintbrush. I added some water with Perfect Pearls to add a little bit of shine. And the rule is the smaller the brush, the smaller the droplets. So here I'm using the brush number 4. And as you can see, the droplets are really tiny. And I'm going in with my heat tool to set all the droplets so I don't smudge it with my fingers when I work on my scene. And so now for my favorite part, assembling the card, I'm using Tambo Mono liquid glue to adhere my grassy border. And now I'm gonna add all these pumpkins and the cat. And I'm gonna add some of the pumpkins in the front, some in the back. I'm gonna tuck it in behind the grass. And I'm gonna create this almost like a field of pumpkins, and that kitty cat will be hiding behind a big pumpkin. And I really love how it turned out. I love how our orange pops against that dark background, as well as the green grass and that big bright moon above all the pumpkins. It almost looks like it actually gives the shine onto the pumpkins. So now I'm gonna add the darker grass in the front. That kind of gives a little bit even more dimension to the scene, I would say. And then I'm gonna work on the sentiment. And just before adding the sentiment, I'm gonna use black onyx VersaFine ink and add a few baths. I thought they completed the scene perfectly. And now for the sentiment, I'm using the same ink, and I'm gonna go in with the Happy Meowoween from the same stamp set. And I curved it a bit and I stamped it onto the moon. And that finishes the card for today. I hope you enjoyed the video and got inspired, maybe got a few ideas for the upcoming Halloween season. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye!